The Singer Simple 3337 has a built-in blind hem stitch. So it's the stitch that actually is in the black area. It's going to go stitch, stitch, and then jump to the left. Now there's one that's very similar over here, but it jumps to the right. So you do have to have it on the correct stitch. I'm going to start with my stitch length between 1 and 2. I might make that a little longer depending on how it looks. So a blind hem has a very unique fold. But we're going to start with the fold of the hem. So this would be the final hem of a pair of pants or a skirt. Then you fold the fabric back. So the stitch that you're actually going to be stitching is going to go stitch, stitch, and then jump. It's going to jump and take a little tiny bite into this fold. So normally people do this by hand because they can take just such a small little bite. But you know what? Some days I just don't have time for that. So the key is how you line up the needle. So once I take a few stitches, I'll adjust where this is guided for having the needle jump in and catch the smallest little bite into the fold. I'm going to even hand turn until I get the needle to swing to the left. Here it comes. There it is. So that little jump, if I find, actually, wow, I think I actually caught it. So I'm going to just kind of know that my fabric needs to go very close to that inside edge. I'm going to just slowly go ahead and stitch. If I want those bites to be more spread apart, lengthen the stitch length just a little bit. And then also too, you'd match your thread. But I'm kind of glad I'm not matching my thread, and then I can really show what it looks like when it's done. Now this will take a little practice because normally there's a blind hem foot that I would use that is available for this machine. It has a blade in the middle so you can actually see and guide your fabric evenly. So here we go. So here is what I'm looking for. So first off, I would probably want to lengthen this out a little bit further. Here's where I took a little deeper bite, and so this stitch looks a little bit deeper. But as I'm looking here, this is really what I'm after, is those nice even stitches. And again, matching thread, this would not show. Again, I'd like a little longer stitch length. I think about a 2.5 to 3 would be more suited for this type of fabric. So you will need to practice a couple stitches on the fabric you're working with, and before you know it, you will have this mastered.